Red 2 standing by, all for lit and in the green. Today, as you can probably see, we're beginning a new project and it is story time. Out of the blue, the island fell, darkened by an evil spell. Yes, it's a children's book written by Gruntilda Winky Bunyan. The blink of an eye was all it took and the island became a storybook. Found at all good bookstores and some really crap ones too. That expression is such a mood. The super happy tree vanished too and once happy Yoshis began to stew. I don't want to find out what that tastes like. Stewed Yoshi would be terrible. Only baby Bowser could be so mean to ruin the happy Yoshi's dream. Note that the sun has melted, it's that hot. The island had paid an awful cost, for the super happy tree was lost. It's pretty much that hot in Australia, the sun basically melts everything. Elsewhere on the pop-up aisle, some Yoshi eggs survived the trial. The spotted eggs in that Yoshi nest would soon face baby Bowser's test. One by one they began to hatch. 6 little Yoshis, a perfect batch. I nearly said match, whoops. There we are, one of them's got the eggshell hat on. How do their eyes work anyway? Are they part of their skull or what? They scratched their heads and looked around. Some even tried to pound the ground. Sadness darkened every Yoshi's face. It should have been a super happy place. Yoshi's Island, the unhappiest place on Earth. They quickly saw the problem at hand required a cunning Yoshi plan. As cunning as a fox that has just been appointed Professor of Cunning at Oxford University. If we grow super happy, the Yoshis thought, we'll spoil Bowser's evil plot. Their mission then was crystal clear. They had to go and spread the cheer. So it was, they all agreed, to rescue the super happy tree, which is a miracle of cross-pollination. Several watermelons grow on vines, don't they? They set out to follow the trail of fruit to find where the tree had taken root. One Yoshi wondered, as he bounced, if baby Bowser could be trounced. "We'll stay together," the others cried, "and stomp his baby Bowser hide." By eating fruit and having fun, the deed would surely soon be done. And so the Yoshi's quest began to find the tree and save the land. Just turn the page and you will see how happiness grows in a tree. So there's our happy little story, and we're beginning with the first world of the game. I do have to delete the current story mode I've been doing because I've goofed things a little bit. Recording hasn't quite gone as well as I'd have liked it. But we still have some good moments, and there is a fairly funny screw-up I'll manage to put in here. Just before we start, during the recording of 1.3, I went for a super heart and sadly I couldn't sync up the audio, but still you can see what happened. With that all done, let's get going on our story mode. I have got one level completed. We are going to be going through all of the levels on a page. If a box winds up red, that means that you've actually completed the level and saved it. So as you can see, I have levels 1 and 4 completed. I'll basically keep erasing the story, coming back to it, and just sort of setting things up so that I can proceed fairly patiently. Anyway, let's get going on our very first level. There is a practice level which teaches you how to play the game. I could go through that at some point, just as a demonstration, but I'll teach you as we go. Let's begin. So, our lucky fruit. Pick whichever one. Just pick it at random. It's grapes. So, our Yoshis like different fruit. Green Yoshi likes watermelons. The blue Yoshis like grapes. Yellow Yoshi likes bananas, and red and pink like apples. So, we'll get a bit of a demonstration of how those work. So, here we are. Note that these are regular fruit. They restore 1 heart to our smile meter up there in the top corner. We can collect coins as well. And of course we can swallow enemies and we will automatically turn them into eggs. A regular fruit, as I said, restores 1 heart. Interestingly, so does a regular Shy Guy. Note that this is our favourite fruit. That restores 3 hearts. These boxes change colour depending on the Yoshi we have, and we get eggs. Hold Z and move the control stick to aim. Every Yoshi likes melons, and these will restore 3 petals on the smile meter too. You get more points the more melons you score. So, if we eat a Shy Guy that is the same colour as us, we also restore 3 hearts. And we've also got a very special technique for literally sniffing out secrets. If Yoshi starts doing that, you've found a secret. Jump and press down on the control stick to ground pound. This is actually Yoshi's special technique. Yoshi used it before Mario did in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Also, when you ground pound, you'll change the colour of a Shy Guy. Now, here's our lucky fruit. If we look up here, we can eat that and our lucky fruit will restore all 8 petals to our smile meter. And we can make the Shy Guys freak out. So these advice boxes will give us a bit of extra information. Press start to pause. You'll see Yoshi's mood and so much more. Lucky and favourite fruit is shown along with any special hearts that you've found. We will need the special hearts to make it to the next levels. We automatically get 1 level when we move on to a new page, and that is the first one. If we find 1, 2 and 3 special hearts, we will unlock levels 2, 3 and 4 for that page. So you will need to find those. Treasure Hunt is the easiest to find things in. If we go back here, we might be able to sniff out something more. It's just more coins, but those will help with your score too. Don't forget that Yoshi has his flutter jump. And if you hold up on the control stick, you'll get more height on that flutter jump. Along we go. And this is Miss Warp. There are 4 Miss Warps on each course. Find them and wake them up. If other Warps are awake, jump on one to warp to another. When a Yoshi is lost, you'll start from the highest numbered warp you have reached. So, if we jump, Miss Warp is ready to go, but we can't go anywhere just yet. What happens if we jump on her head? Nothing yet. And then this is Pachyderm, an elephant with a very punny name because, well, pachyderms are thick-skinned creatures like rhinos and elephants. Packy won't let you by unless you give something special a try. To get past Pachyderm, ground pound. We've already found something. Just some coins, but We've also found something else, and it is a surprise ball. You can't eat it, but if you use your tongue, you'll be surprised. And there we are. Surprise balls will help us scale different areas. We can follow different courses, but note how Pachyderm moves to cut us off. We don't get to just walk past him. We'll have to ground pound. And these are power flowers. They're very different to the ones that appeared in Super Mario 64 DS. We can eat them, but we will not get any points. They're just really good ways of restoring our health. Once again, we actually have a beautiful arts and crafts aesthetic across this level. In fact, all of the levels here will have some sort of craft or created aesthetic, which would be carried on in games like Yoshi's Woolly World and Yoshi's Crafted World. Melon Race. Hit the question mark block and cross the starting line to begin the race. The faster you go, the more melons you'll win at the goal line. So, here we go. We can break our way through these, eat the Shy Guys that charge at us, and ground pound to get past Pachyderm, making sure to beat that Chain Chomp to our 7 melons. If you're very good at the game, which I'm not, I'm playing most of this blind, all of your fruit can be melons, which will get you a fantastic score. If you ground pound near a Shy Guy when you've swallowed one of the happy fruits, you will be able to not only pop all the bubbles in the air, but you will transform Shy Guys into lucky fruit. So all you need to do to beat a level is eat 30 fruit, so you can speed run this pretty easily. But we're looking to go to the next area because that is where we will find our special hearts. Note that you can still jump on Shy Guys. And if we jump into these vases like Super Mario Bros. 2, we can press down and go into the equivalent of a warp pipe. More emphasis on warping than pipes. And here we go. Hello, Poochie. Poochie will gladly show you the way. He often stops to sniff a secret. Don't give him that look. It wasn't his fault the game mechanics were terrible in Yoshi's Island. Anyway, Poochie is very helpful this time around. If we go the right way, we'll be able to follow Poochie and find a few secrets. Poochie will help us track down those special hearts. They appear to restore our health too. So if we follow Poochie, we'll find all sorts of things. If I can just go up the path. There we go. Now, you can grab the special hearts by using an egg. But if you ground pound, it has to be very specific. You will get a platform for that. Let's run along with Poochie. And that butterfly will restore our health completely. We can head down here. Activate that Miss Warp. Eat those Shy Guys. And up we go. And those coins, collecting all of them will get us a melon. But they do have a bad habit of scrolling off screen. Oh well, he can live. What did we have up here there? Just coins. And There we go. As you can see, we have all 3 special hearts. We've been doing a bit of treasure hunting, and we have wonderful results thanks to Poochie. We just need 4 more fruits and we have the last Miss Warp. Now note these levels are cyclical. If we jump into this jar, we will get taken back to the start of the level. We can also use Miss Warp to travel through very quickly. These are pretty easy to navigate, fairly relaxed in all honesty. We'll be able to grab the rest of our fruit and proceed with our journey. Now, let me see. Shouldn't be too far to go until we can get some fruit. Just cruise along. There are 12 of the Yoshis lucky fruit and 6 other fruit in each level. There are also 30 melons, and you often have to look very, very closely or be very, very good at things in order to get absolutely everything. It's a real test of a player's skill to actually get the all 30 melons. You'll get a great score for it though. And there we are. Our fruit salad has come together and we have our score set. This happiness meter of ours will determine exactly how many points we will wind up getting. We can find plenty of melons, we can get plenty of hearts and eat enemies and get coins. So, that's our beginning there. We've done pretty well for ourselves. It'll keep track of our score throughout the game too, in a style reminiscent of Yoshi's Island. There's also a little story segment at the end of each level. And so the adventure began. The Yoshis set out to find the super happy tree. Poochie the dog helped out. Not even elephants could stop the Yoshis. So far so good. If they could stay happy, the tree would be saved. The page turned and the Yoshis grew happier. Thanks for watching along with the Yoshi Story project. To follow the next episode, just stick along with the playlist. Or if you like, turn the page over and you can customize your own Yoshi Story experience by picking a level from the next page. Whichever way you choose, I hope you enjoy the project. Thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.